Hey everybody, welcome to the December 2024 real estate market update for the southwestern suburbs of Raleigh. I'm talking about Morrisville, Cary, Apex, Holly Springs, and Fuquay-Varina. Now I owe you a little bit of a confession. I totally missed my November update. Life got crazy. I know you guys can all relate. But the good news is me and my friend, the Nutcracker here, are going to make it up to you by combining the November and December market updates into one epic update. Plus, I'm going to share with you my thoughts and predictions for the 2025 real estate market in these southwestern Raleigh suburbs. Are you ready for all that? Great, because there's a lot to go over. Here we go. Hi everyone, I'm Heather Taylor, founder of Tailored Realty Group, where we create real estate experiences tailored to who? Tell them, Mr. Nutcracker. That's right, tailored to you. Okay, before we get started, as always, I'm gonna ask if you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to me. Okay, on to the numbers. If you've been following my updates, you already know that I feel like tracking median or average prices or the change in them month over month or even year over year is pretty useless. To get details on that, you can check out my April market update. I'll put a link somewhere up there for that. That said, median prices do give us a quick snapshot of the overall pricing trends in an area. So before we dive into the metrics that I think really matter when you're making your buying and selling decisions, take a look at the screen for a breakdown of October and November median prices by town and by property type. Now, quick reminder, median price means those are the houses that sold right in the middle of the data set. So half of the houses sold for more than that and half of them sold for less. If you're looking for more specific insights tailored to the type of property you are looking to buy, sell, or invest in, let's chat. Just book a free consultation on my website. Alrighty, let's switch gears and dive into the stats that I believe really help you shape your game plan, whether you're buying or selling. I'm talking about months of supply, how close homes are selling to their list price, plus how many homes sell over, at, and under list price, and then of course, the number of days on market. As always, we're breaking things into two key areas. That's Morrisville, Cary, and Apex, and then Holly Springs and Fuquay-Varina. All right, let's see how each group is performing. First up, we're going to talk about inventory or months of supply. Months of supply is a really important measure to let us know just how balanced the market is. And have I been clear with you guys about exactly what months of supply means? If not, here's what it means. If there's 2 months of supply, then that means if no further homes were listed, within 2 months, all of the current inventory would be sold. So hopefully that clears things up if I haven't been totally clear about what that means. The other important thing to know about months of supply is 4 to 6 months of supply is considered a balanced market. Anything below that, you're in a seller's market. Anything above the 6-month mark, now you've tipped into a buyer's market. Okay, so in Morrisville, Cary, and Apex, the months of supply climbed to 1.8 months in October and then backtracked a little bit to 1.6 months in November. Meanwhile, in Holly Springs and Fuquay-Varina, supply ticked up to 2.4 months in October and remained pretty much the same at 2.3 months in November. So what does all that mean? Well, based on what I just told you, we are still very much in a seller's market. Now let's talk about how homes are selling compared to their list price. In Morrisville, Cary, and Apex for October and November, homes were selling at about 99.1% of their list price, but we saw price reductions on about 35% of the inventory. So that 99.1% number can be a little bit deceptive because that is based on the final list price, not on the original list price. We're seeing lots more houses selling under list price with about 50 to 60% in Morrisville, Cary, and Apex selling under list price and only about 28% selling above list price. Now, if we jump over to Holly Springs and Fuquay-Varina for October and November, homes sold at 99.1% and then 99.6% of the final list price, but we saw a price reduction for 40% of the listings sold, so even more price drops in Holly Springs and Fuquay-Varina than we saw in Morrisville, Cary, and Apex. And in Holly Springs and Fuquay-Varina, we're seeing lots more houses selling under list price with only about 12 to 18% selling over list price in October and November, and then 60 to 65% selling under list price for that same time period. And finally, let's talk about just how long homes are sitting on the market before they get sold. In Morrisville, Cary, and Apex, the median days on market was 14 in October, but dropped to just 10 in November, While in Holly Springs and Fuquay-Varina, we saw a little bit different trend. It went from 16 days in October to 25 days in November. So that brings me to this. There's something super important that I want you to take away about today's market. You'll see all kinds of different stories playing out even within the same town. Some homes sit on the market for weeks, some see price drops, and others see multiple offers and sell over list price. Now, this is where it becomes very important for you to find a true professional to work with. And I know that sounds self-serving, like obviously I'm a real estate agent, so I'm going to suggest you should use a real estate agent. But I'm really serious about this, and I am not the type of agent that would say I'm an expert anywhere in North Carolina. For example, although I could sell anywhere in North Carolina, I purchased a rental property in Pinehurst a while back, and I used an agent from Pinehurst to do that. And the reason I do that is it's super important that your agent live in and spend a lot of time in the areas that they're selling homes, because things are different from one street to the next, and you really want to have an agent who can explain to you exactly why. All right, as promised, before I go, I am going to get into my personal 2025 real estate market predictions. Now, I know everyone loves a good prediction because we all really like certainty. We really dislike uncertainty. In fact, I was listening to a podcast recently that talked a little bit about that study where the people were told they would definitely get an electric shock or that they might get an electric shock. And the people that were in the might get an electric shock group were actually more stressed out than the people who knew they were going to get an electric shock. So uncertainty drives people crazy. So we love to hear these predictions. I'm going to tell you what I think, but the bottom line is no one has a crystal ball. Things happen all the time that can't be predicted. So, just keep your ear to the ground about what's going on in the real estate market. And if you're ready to buy, sell, or invest, reach out and let's have a conversation about what's happening at that specific time in the market. You can do that by booking a free consultation on my website. Okay, predictions. Here's what we do know. Things slowed down for sure leading up to the presidential election, which is totally normal. Again, uncertainty makes people hesitant. But now that we're past the election, there is some good news. According to the National Association of Realtors, prices have increased every year after an election, except for 2008, and we all know that was a disaster for many unique reasons. So what do I think is going to happen going forward? Well, Realtor.com is predicting a 3.7% price growth next year nationwide and a whopping 9% price growth in Raleigh. Now, I'll admit that sounds a little bit overly optimistic to me, but I do feel good about this market. Now, what about mortgage rates? Well, mortgage rates are thought to probably end next year around 6%. Now, keep in mind, people were predicting they'd be in the 5s this year, and that never happened. So here's what I say. You've heard marry the house, date the rate, which is a thing that all of us realtors say, and it's true. You get into a house, and if you have to go a little bit higher on rate, you can hope to refinance down the road. But what I would tell you is always plan for rates to not drop. And that way you're being conservative with your budget. And then if rates do drop, you'll be in an even better position than anticipated. So I would never buy a house that I could not afford, anticipating that the rates were definitely going to drop. And as I just mentioned, I am optimistic about the Raleigh market. Why is that? Well, North Carolina's economy remains strong. We've got good job growth, low unemployment. We've got more people moving to the state than leaving the state, and that is keeping our real estate market very healthy. So what does this all mean for you? Listen, if you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing, now is the perfect time to get a strategy tailored to your specific goals. You like that? Am I overusing the tailored? You can let me know. But it is true that every market and every client situation is unique, and I would love to help you navigate the home buying or selling process. You know what to do. Just book a free consultation on my website, and we can talk through your unique situation and set up a plan specifically designed for you. See, I didn't say tailored that time. All right, that's all I've got for you this month, my friends. I will see you next year. Thank you so much for watching. And remember to take some time this holiday season to really be present with the people who matter most to you. That's what life is really all about. I will catch you next year. Please remember to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. Stay safe. Bye. Say bye, mister. Say bye. He says bye too.